All right, me and Marc Ash, where are we at with this match?
We're at Swansboro, North Carolina in May of 2000 in an ECW arena type show. There was this where they were hosting tryouts. Fortunately, none of us got hired because not more than 6 months later they were out of business.
Well, that's a good thing. You don't need to be signing contracts with companies that ain't going to be around long.
Exactly.
This is Sexton Tyler, who used to be your partner. We saw in an earlier match where he teamed up with you against Ivan Koloff. What happened? Did you guys wind up to be opponents?
Well, nothing really happened. We decided to be opponents. Just the way they booked it, and that's the problem. One thing he's going to learn tonight is the teacher doesn't teach a student everything.
So you actually worked with him as he was coming along, and tonight he was wrestling you, and he finds out that there's a few things that you didn't teach him?
Exactly. He's a little bit younger and quicker there, so he got some good moves going.
Well, he learned from one of the best. That's a good cameraman you got there. Is this one of the fans?
I think it is. All these, as you mentioned earlier, all these tapes coming from arenas were mostly shot by fans here. Of course, ECW's got different cameras set up around in different angles, and now he's reversing. He went to a headlock, reversed it to the other side. Now back into a back chicken wing.
One of the audience members there trying to give you a hard time, but you don't pay a whole lot of attention to them anyway, do you?
No, that's the thing you got to realize. While the fans are definitely our lifeline, and we appreciate the fans, and I'm in that ring, though, I could care less whether the fans like me or dislike me.
Well, you like for them to like the wrestling program itself, and you're just putting on a great program for them as you just beat the daylights out of your opponents, right?
See, right there, I just threw him off of me to show him how he's so small and skinny that.
Well, this must be one of those tapes that you forgot what happened. You taught him not to turn his back on an opponent, and what did you just do?
Well, that's one thing. You got to realize, like I talked to you before, when you wrestle with Marc Ash, somebody at this point in time, well, this was 2000, so I was a 12-year veteran, 11-year veteran. Was it a calculated risk? Because see what happened when he came back in the ring? You gotta realize, nobody in this business knew Sexton Tyler better at that time than I did.
That's right. However, nobody knew Marc Ash at that moment in time better than Sexton Tyler, evidently.
I don't know about that.
What kind of move is, what is that? I mean,
well, he's just trying to maul me is what he's doing, and you see I'm positioning myself, like this point. Does he really know me as well as he thought he did?
Well, you knew where you were in the ring, and evidently he didn't know where you was, but you showed him real quick, right?
Exactly. I showed him that I know where I'm at, and the veteran, I'm a veteran.
Good morning. Welcome to the schoolhouse. Class is in, I believe.
Exactly. School's in, and he's finding out the hard way.
This was in Swansboro, North Carolina in 2001. Is that right?
2000.
Year 2000.
May of 2000.
May of 2000, and a lot of good matches there that night. But this is definitely one of the better ones.
Our referee here, he's slow. I mean, that match is over.
But he didn't see it. Is that what?
No, he didn't count. He was counting slow. The match was over. See, power slam right there. Should have been all over.
Well, it almost was anyway. He got 2 9/10 on that one.
The referee here, he does not know how to make a 3 count.
That was a good chain of moves there. You want to explain what happened?
Well, that's when he came off the ropes, he just jumped at an angle that I wasn't expecting. Of course, when I went to lift him up to do something with him, that's when he was able to hook that bulldog.
There you go with that famous rake across the eyes.
Comes to the eye, works every time.
It looks like they'd see it coming by now, doesn't it?
Well, you got to realize, especially when you hear younger guys who ain't had a whole lot of matches, he's too busy thinking about what he's going to do to be worried, to be calculating what it is that I'm doing.
Up 2 3/4.
So that's the difference between a veteran and a rookie. The veteran, while I have it in the back of my head what I want to do, I'm thinking to pay attention to calculate what you are doing, to know when to throw my move in there.
Good vocal crowd there that night also. And there you go. That's a blatant chokehold, and the referee caught that pretty quick. He's counting pretty quick there.
Well, that's the point. I'm going to take advantage of it. He's going to try to count slow. Fine. I'm going to give him something to count slow for that's going to do me some good.
There you go. Well, Sexton Tyler able to get to his feet and drive you into the corner, but it didn't last long with that blow across the nape of the neck there. And there you are going to take him into the corner, whip into the corner. And he didn't quite get his foot as high as some of the rest of them, but it still had to hurt.
He tried to whip around me there into a DDT, but he didn't quite get all the way around.
He didn't get the whole move on you there, so that worked out to his disadvantage because it looked like it winded him more than it did you.
I don't know. It still dropped me on my head pretty hard, but he didn't get the full blow he wanted out of it.
Well, you got the blow you wanted out of that one, I can tell you. And the crowd did not like it.
Well, that's the point. I don't care about the fans this particular evening. I could care less about them. I'm there to beat Sexton Tyler, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
There you go. You're giving it to him. There's your moonsault, but nobody home. That's what comes when he wrestles with you every day in the training camp.
Well, you got to realize that's a move I started doing at the time that he was in training.
And he evidently remembered it.
Well, that's what's called a hoobie driver, and he landed it, but I don't know too many people that's put away.
2 count. We got to find out who this fan was. They take really good. We hired him as a camera person.
But see, now he's taking a high-risk move, and
there's the referee, and the referee fell down.
Well, I shoved the referee, I'll be honest with you. Teach him to count slow.
He fell into the ropes and shook Sexton Tyler off the top rope. He fell down is what happened. Good little standing clothesline you had there, and you were taking your shot at the top rope. And he remembered, nobody home. That's 4 times we've seen you do this move and miss it every time. Did you give that move up yet?
Pretty much so. I got tired of missing it. But am I really dead there, or is it a calculation to make Sexton think he's got me? As you can see, he barely made it over there.
But the referee's count is a lot quicker, than it used to be. I think deep down inside he'd like to see you lose this match.
It looks that way. It absolutely looks that way.
But he's trying his best to be impartial. Oh, good move, good move. Oh, another good move. There's the ash kicker. Hello, good morning, Mr. Tyler. That's how it's done. Go for the 3 count here. 1, 2, 3, and you got it, but you had your foot on the ropes, Mr.
Absolutely. Every advantage you can take, you stick it to him.
You're watching the very best of Mean Marc Ash. Check him out at marcash.com, starprowrestling.com, or starprowrestlingdvds.com. The best of Marc